Garrison Commander Colonel Chris Nyland leading Meade School principals in the Pledge of Allegiance. A video of the pledge kicks off the virtual school day during Veterans Day week at county schools. Hello and welcome to Meade Week. I'm Brian Spann. Also this week, the Exchange has the new Army uniform, Club Meade's Thanksgiving to Go, and you have the new digital Garrison app. These stories and much more, but first, the Post Chapel hasn't offered live services since the spring, but that's about to change. This Sunday, November 8th, the chapel's Phase 1 reopening features two services, a Catholic Mass at 9 a.m. and a Gospel service at noon. Both services are being held at the Argonne Hills Chapel Center. Now here's something you definitely have to keep in mind. There's room for only 50 at each service, and you must pre-register. Registration is done through the eventbrite.com website. The chapel says other services will be phased in and that virtual options will also be available. In a related story at this week's town hall, Colonel Nyland talked about the Recovery Review Board process and reopening the chapel as well as other facilities.
This is what we look at in the Recovery Review Board system. And really what you're looking at right here is this chart was what the chaplains team briefed out to me last week about reopening the chapels. Originally we thought we were meeting demand and we weren't necessarily going to look at going back live in the chapels. You spoke, we heard the need, so I asked the chaplains to look at opening up the chapels for in-person services. So this is what they came up with. And again, I know you can't read this, but what this talks about is this talks about all the mitigation factors, all the ways that they're going to try to do things differently to ensure the protection of the people who come to the chapel. That is about reducing the total number of people in the chapel. That is about making sure that we're maintaining social distance during services. This is about we're going to wear masks during services. We even go into the kind of detail that talks about how they're going to provide the Eucharist for our Catholic chapels, how the gospel choir is going to be arranged.
In other news, in 2018, the Army announced the adoption of Army Greens as its new service uniform, similar to the uniform worn by soldiers in World War II. After 2 years of evaluation, the uniforms have been made available for purchase at most exchanges, including Fort Meade's. The exchange has also implemented a change in its Military Star program to help with the purchase.
For me, it actually ties back in the Army a little bit better to our past. The Army's changed uniforms, several, from the old Class A's to the ASUs and now this, and I think this is just more fitting for an everyday service uniform.
It's just all good. There's something better about the color than what I'm holding here. It also just looks more professional, in my opinion.
In a related story, the Exchange, MWR, and the Army teamed up to bring you the new digital Garrison app. Here's a little more from the Exchange.
It's the new digital Garrison mobile app. Explore your installation from your phone or tablet. If you're new to the area or just PCS'd, Digital Garrison can connect you with your community. Find plans for your weekend, get directions to installation services, get services information, browse shopping deals, and more. Make friends and stay connected. Search Digital Garrison in the App Store, powered by the United States Army and the Exchange.
The Digital Garrison app replaces the current Fort Meade app, which is being retired on January 1st. Meanwhile, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. In our last show, we reported that the Freedom Inn dining facility will only be open to active duty service members. The other annual on-post Thanksgiving option is offered by Club Meade. That's changing as well this year. They're offering Thanksgiving to go. Just go to the MWR website. You'll find an order form and a menu of options depending on how many people you're trying to feed. The club says all orders must be placed by Friday, November 20th. For more information, call 301-677-6969. And finally this week, if you're catching the show before November 16th, a quick reminder about the 10th Annual Army-Navy Blood Donor Challenge. The Navy has won 7 of the last 9. All donors get to vote for their favorite service. To donate, go to militarydonor.com. The sponsor code is FTMeade. And that's Meade Week for this week. I'm Brian Spann. For everyone at Meade TV and the Fort Meade Public Affairs Office, have a great weekend and a great Meade Week.
Native Americans' legacy of military service for the United States Navy dates back to the Revolutionary War. Since then, they've continued to contribute their fighting spirit and warrior ethos to defend America's national interests. Join the Navy and the nation during Native American Heritage Month from November 1st through November 30th in recognizing Native Americans who have served and are serving their country.